for you. First of all, we start off with the Dallas County Republican Party Communications Director, Will Busby. Good morning, Will.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, how you doing? Have you slept?
I slept about 3 hours, which I think is a win for election night. So I'm feeling pretty good. A lot of coffee. I think that's working out well.
Yes.
So.
Well, good. So interviewer and guest are on the same level playing field. We both have had the same amount of caffeine, the same amount of sleep. So here we go. Let's talk about what do you think was the biggest win for Dallas County Republicans this time around?
I think the biggest win is that we held our 2 House seats that we currently have, and that we narrowed the gap between Democrat votes and Republican votes in Dallas County. Whenever we set out for this election, Texas Democrats and Democrats from across the country were spending millions of dollars to try to turn this state blue, and we're trying to tell folks that Texas was going to go blue and it was a swing state. I think the voters spoke last night, and I think we know that Texas is not a swing state. It's not going blue. We're keeping the Texas House, Texas Senate, and Texas is staying red.
Well, gosh, but if you don't live in Texas and only watch the national news, Texas was looking very, very purple in the weeks leading up to this election, was it not?
It was. They were trying, and I think they were trying to do a good job at painting the narrative to try to convince people that Texas was going blue. And so I think it was their way of trying to see if that messaging strategy would work to get people just to either stay home or to go out and vote Democrat. And what we found is that Texas Republicans showed up, and they showed up in force. And they made a statement: we don't want higher taxes. We don't want to be told we have to transition away from oil and gas. We want less regulation, more freedom, and we want to stay red.
What did it look like behind the scenes for the Republican Party doing what you do in the middle of the pandemic, considering by and large we're looking at, and this is a generalization, but this is what we're seeing, Republicans having a different level of caution as compared to Democrats. What did it look like in terms of your efforts to get out the vote?
Sure. So while the Democrats decided to stay home and only do phone calls and texting, Republicans went out to the doors, wore their mask, and were practicing safe social distance while talking to the voters directly where they were at. And what we found was that people were very receptive to that. Texas Victory knocked on thousands of doors, made hundreds of thousands of text and calls, and we won. And I think that shows that the GOTV grassroots model still works, even in a pandemic, and it shows that you can do it safely. And one thing I have to say is our executive director, Ryan McDermott, his team of volunteers, they put together the largest number of election judges and alternate judges to give to the Dallas County Elections Administration to make sure that Republicans were at every location on election day. So Ryan and his team deserve all the credit for helping make sure that we had a free and fair and secure election.
I want to talk about Texas's 32nd congressional district. So Genevieve Collins and Colin Allred, we know that Colin Allred, the Democrat, did end up winning. But what do you have to say about the effort put forth by the Collins team in general? Because my gosh, were there some ads out there and some publicity?
I think they had fun with that race. They had a great team that knocked on thousands of doors, made hundreds of thousands of calls, just like Texas Victory did. And, they were going up against an NFL football player who people generally like. And now, granted, we disagree with every single one of his policy positions, and we are—
I know you do, Will.
But I think her team did an exceptional and phenomenal job reaching the voters and narrowing that gap. That gap could have been so much bigger. And Genevieve and her team left it all on the field, and they got that vote out. And I think, if anything, she's set up good to run again in 2 years, should she choose to do that. And I think that would be a very winnable seat for Republicans moving forward.
Interesting. Looking ahead to what may be ahead for Genevieve Collins and the Dallas County Republican Party. Will Busby, thank you so much, and I hope that you get some rest after this.
I hope so too. Have you back anytime. I'd love to join you.
Yes, I would love that too. And you guys, his decor in the background was still so festive too. So if you're wanting to follow along with the Dallas GOP, there's their Twitter page, and of course their website will continue to have updates, dallasgop.org. And speaking of updates, we've got the crawl running along the bottom of the screen here on Morning After as well.